I'm like, hold on, man. Uh-huh. And I was around for occasions, and I didn't even know who they were, what they were. I mean, I just Somalia, Gambia. Get to you, just believe me. Road out is steep, but not nobody rocky. But a friend could deceive me. Not just follow one kind of fear anybody. We really want with one mind. Jealous, then you're the triggers of the system design. We speak, can't train high. Negative energy stay wide. Think it longer. Future you live longer. Tell them look is there. So we also that for. For the killing and the murder. Till you take a little further. Millions of dollars, I know it's not cancer. Could you turn on them side your heart?
What a gone. Yes, Grenadian local artist.
Somalia, Gambia.
Big up Marred, the Mafia. Artist here, man. I like the artist here. Yeah, blessing. Man, Ronia. They don't know about it, man. Oh, my little audio, you know. Everybody must be nervous. I don't know about that, you know. Like the live, you know. Yeah, people. Blessings. Good night. Hotep to the family. Shalom to the Hebrew Israelites. Blessings. I ain't seen nobody on us yet. Blessings, everyone. Can comment or something to make me know everybody's on. Everybody is around. Blessings, blessings, man. Yeah, yeah, man. Just doing a little live just to say happy World Out Day to everybody. Body like the ital. Why you like to take swim on the beach. Like a youths and them that like to go and get mango and fruits and things like that. Happy World Out Day to y'all. Happy World Day to everyone. Yeah. Just come down to just talk on things that have been going on in Grenada for some time now. Yeah, we're not we're not looking to better our situation in Grenada in terms of living a healthy life. The farmers is not taking the proper step into using proper nutrients to feed plants. To me, right now, they're using a lot of chemicals, pesticides, herbicides. These things, artificial fertilizers. These things are really messing up our island here. And it's time for we to put in better measures in place in order to help out a situation in terms of giving people healthy food, because the food itself that the farmers are producing now is heavy artificialized. Yeah, they're using too much artificial manure and fertilizers, which messing up everybody, putting a lot of sickness onto people. This is a problem we have to check on. And we should be having the students in schools, primary schools, secondary school, know about better ways of handling agriculture in Grenada. As far as I see, we should be changing from agriculture to permaculture. Yeah, that to me, that is a better farming way to go in Grenada, because it's really devastating to the earth itself. If we love the earth, we should be doing something even much better to afford people proper food and nutrients at every time, especially our youths. And we should supposed to be teaching this kind of knowledge from the beginning, from the tender age. And for you, the little toddlers and them should be knowing definitely artificial fertilizers is very dangerous, not just only to the individual that is using the fertilizer, but to the soil and to the person who at the end consuming the product itself or the produce itself. This is something we should be looking at. I take it forward as the Ministry of Agriculture should have more cinemas and classes in every parish teaching people about natural farming and get away from the artificial farming and get away from the artificial manure and the herbicides and pesticides. This artificial thing is really handling us in a really bad way. Yeah, we should look on to permaculture instead of agriculture. That is what I'm saying. Permaculture is the better way to go. We can even look at the Korean natural farming. That is something that doesn't get much farmers speaking about. Yeah, we should talk. It also name called KNF. I don't know if anybody know about it, but it's KNF, which stands for Korean Natural Farming, and that is something we should be using in Grenada as to say as to fertilize our place. Yeah, I was watching a documentary on it. What time was it? I also practice it. Yeah, we could use compost, but if anybody know about so much about composting, because composting is a very good way of having fertilizers and manure to help our plants grow in a proper manner without any artificial interferences. So that is something we should really step into. Artificial should be out the door. Grenada should be only be organic. Talking about pure Grenada. If we pure, we're supposed to using the pure things to grow our foods and make sure we don't have no old waste coming out from our river streams down into our to the sea. We should be really getting rid of that. I do see moss. Most people know that, and it's a problem to having a lot of artificial manure or fertilizers, and even the pesticides, the herbicides, all these things, and them up the land. And when the rain come, wash down to the sea, all that artificial things is going into the water. And the sea moss itself is something that like to absorb, and absorb. I didn't want it really absorb these kind of things. This is things the government should be looking onto as well. I try to have my sea moss in an area where I know it have no immediate runoff from the land, especially areas where we have a lagoon or just a river mouth or anything like that. Any areas like that, try to don't have my sea moss in those areas, because sea moss is something that I always absorb its environment and take in everything. And that's something I think we should really look onto. Um, yes, Ministry of Agriculture. They they did a they did a consultation sometime today, the last consultation for cannabis. I will be talking about that in the ending of this live. Yeah. So you know, we should be checking on back to the more to the agriculture aspect now in terms of the lands and using natural systems and ways of farming and doing gardening in Grenada. That is foremost we have to start to do. Make our own compost. That is our seed. Making our own compost. We have the croton scale insect devastating the country right now. That insect is getting on very bad in Grenada, infecting over 70 species of plants in Grenada. The soursop, the sugar apple, mango, plum, guava, coffee, and other things like that. Very damaging to these plants, and them also killing it at the end. I should say stifling it and killing it at the end. Yeah, I've seen the Ministry of Agriculture even have a management of how to manage it, and they implemented some ladybirds beetle. Yeah, this ladybird beetle is something that could kill the insects. Natural way of handling things. But I ain't find enough is spread. 'Cause I ain't see no ladybug in my area. I know if they spread it in my area, but I ain't seeing it in my area. And two, also with the bugs itself, the bugs and them itself. Definitely the bugs come like a natural way of handling the insect itself. The croton scale insect is a natural way of handling it instead of using artificial pesticides. It's a better way of handling that, and which I could give them a plus for implementing that with beneficial insects to kill devastating insects. That is a plus for them. I agree with that big time. Uh, let's hear on the Ministry of Agriculture page. Uh, I can see, even see today, like there was in my area today too. As far as I could see, they are in my area today. Yes, as I'm looking at the page now, I can see there was in my area today. Yes, I can see a couple pictures, and it was in my area today. Wow, and dealing with sea moss too. Yes, it's a good thing I even mentioned the sea moss and the runoff from the artificial fertilizer and pesticides and herbicides and them things like that. It tarnish the real growth of reefs and the livelihood of fishes and things, or the livelihoods of things in that environment. It's good that they notice about that. So, wow, that's good to know. I hope they really came and did something to help the CMOS farmers in Pitibakai, because right now we need a lot of support. Kudos to Peter David for coming in the area today. I'd like to see you personally too, but look, I can get that notification. Yeah, remember Sea Garden Treasures, CMOS Ventures being conducted in Pitibakai. Okay, that's nice. That's very nice. Anyways, I don't really want to take out too much of the CMOS take up on what we have to talk about, the lands and thing today. But we as the farmers, we need to step forward and do some better farming for our people in Grenada. They deserve better. That is our seat. They deserve much better. Yeah, I ain't nobody commenting or anything like that as yet. And if you see anybody come on live as yet, and see no only me alone seen going and coming. So, anyways, I'll continue with the video. There you have I'll try to share my screen and play and clip that. At least see where I'm coming from, because I don't really like to talk too much. I'm not much of a talker. Watch laptop is really slow right now. Very slow, very, very slow. So I have a lot of patience and work with my people until I could get everything organized. See how I could see at the utmost. Let's try to share the screen. I just share the screen. This screen, yeah. Oh, this laptop is giving so much out. Wow, what's going on? Okay. It's not sharing. Wow. Okay. Share. Right. Watch this. Look a clip here. Shoot. Just look a clip here.
Come and gone before us have cut their lives.
Yes.
We literally are losing the ability to build a normal human body. And so that's happening at the foundation of life, which is, of course, in the soil. And we're likely not to survive that unless we change everything right now.
You break the soil, everybody dies, and we're in the process of doing that right now.
The death of soils at the hands of agriculture is manifesting as deadly diseases in our bodies. Rising concentrations of toxic farm chemicals and declining nutrient levels in our foods have been revealed as root causes of cancer, heart disease, diabetes, and even obesity. This killer isn't just a killer, it's a serial killer. Many civilizations that have come and gone before us have cut their lives short because their agriculture destroyed the soil. This time the stakes are higher than ever because it's not just a region or a continent, it's a planet-wide epidemic. Surprisingly, agriculture is one of the largest contributors to climate change and the warming and acidification of our oceans that is killing the plankton that produce most of our oxygen.
About 2 out of 3 of our breath come from the ocean. We either deal with this or we will be another species along with many other species that will leave this planet in the coming decades. The big question is, how are we going to create a regenerative agricultural system that will heal the oceans
and our bodies? Our patients who are not thriving on nutrition, we're really starting to fail on the healthiest foods.
You know, I ate organic before organic was in style. I exercised. I was under chiropractic care. I was doing all these amazing things, but yet here I was faced with breast cancer. How is that possible?
The minerals in our food crops have declined by as much as 85% in the last 100 years.
When someone is mineral deficient, they're going to be more prone to accumulate and not release heavy metals.
So when I learned that rebuilding global soils with regenerative agriculture could produce high nutrient, toxin-free food and rescue our oceans, it became my mission to fix our failing food system and heal our ailing planet. This goes beyond most organic agriculture because organic doesn't always mean regenerative, and it's really important for us to understand this. A growing number of people believe that regenerating global soils is the most important focus of all generations alive today, and that it is the key to restoring our planet and our full human potential. I am convinced that while we're just starting to come to terms with the damage that we've done to our own bodies, to our ecosystems, we also have not even begun to untangle the miracle that remains in nature and our bodies to heal everything. At the free Eat for Earth online event, you'll learn how to protect yourself from disease, reach new levels of vitality, and turn things around for our planet. You can attend this entire event for free by entering your name and email address on this page. You'll have access to some of the biggest pioneers in the world of wellness, as well as little-known innovators with discoveries you're not likely to hear anywhere else. These experts will share cutting-edge information about things like how certain minerals can multiply the nutritional and healing power of food by as much as 10 times, a research-validated way of eating that is generating breakthrough results in medicine, sports, and everyday life for everyday people. How to most effectively and safely detoxify your body, and how to eat for the health of your unique body while you eat for Earth. For me personally, learning from these experts helped me repair my broken metabolism after years of struggle.
You can turn your whole life around.
Know that there's light at the end of the tunnel. If you're making changes, wanting to implement healthier eating habits, you can come out the other side and be stronger and healthier.
This is not about some diet. This is a movement. Without many warriors in this battle, we're not going to have time to recover.
It's going to take all of us to do this.
We're grassroots. We can grow, and there's nothing that can stop us.
I'm going to learn a lot watching this. This is going to be incredible.
I am so excited to share this information with you. It will make you healthier, happier, and more hopeful about the future. Together, we're creating a community that's transforming what's possible for our world and our role in it. Sign up now for this free event and share it with everybody you know.
It's juicy. I mean, this stuff is like the juiciest stuff there is.
Yeah. So that was one of the clip telling you all how the artificial fertilizer and things like that are really devastating our place and doing us very bad. We need to implement better ways. I will play a video stating about the current natural farming, which is the KN farming. We are farming. This is something that we should start implementing here. There's a small documentary on it. I won't give the whole documentary, I might just give about half of it. So people might get an idea of what really transpiring in this documentary. So let me share my screen. Yeah, so really and truly we here in Grenada need to buck up on the ways how we handling the environment. We need better care, stop the artificial fertilizing and the herbicides and the pesticides that we are farming. Even the GMO seeds too. I didn't even mention the GMO seeds earlier, but GMO seeds is something devastating also. We need to change that way of thinking. I don't know what's going on with this computer right now. It's just stalling on me right through. Yeah, we need to change the ways of how we just handle things in Grenada. That is how I say change the ways. That is what we need to do. We have to come with a different concept. You know? Yeah. Even the strategy of the way they just do disposals, where the garbage truck just come and pick up the garbage. Right now, Grenada should implement a way of handling the waste foods and things that come out from people's home. Got too much of waste food going down the drain, and we can use that same waste food to make compost to help out our farmers to produce proper food. To me, the garbage truck should, or I should say the garbage truck, though everybody in Grenada should have a separate bin just for waste from people's home, restaurants, hotels, etc. Things like that. There, we need to start to do these kind of things. I figure the ministry of I don't know which department, but one of the department that deal with that should start our implementation of gathering some of our waste foods to put back in compost in order to feed our farmers with good manure fertilizers. We need these kind of things to really have the country and the people itself on a high note, because a healthy nation is a powerful nation. So I just don't know what this thing just sticking big time. This thing is just sticking big time. I know why it's sticking so. Yeah, so big up everybody on the live. Like it, share it, send it to your friends, so they can know what's going on in the place here. This is the Cannabinoid.DR Okay. But first of all, you have to clean up things that we already indulge in already. I didn't see the screen sharing at all. I don't know why. I don't know why it's not sharing. Clicking sharing, but it's not sharing. Probably that video just don't want to show. I have no idea why it's not sharing. Oh, no idea. Anyways, yeah. Anyways, current natural farming is a way of all the people from Korea do farming. They use natural things to make fertilizers, manures, things like that. They practice a way of no tilling. You know, people know about no tilling. Yeah, they practice these kind of things. So they don't till the soil. They only build the soil. The way how the present day agriculture people do agriculture is by depleting the soil, putting too much of chemicals into the soil, which depleting the nutrients and the minerals that you find in the soil. So how these people call it, they didn't call it soil, they call it dirt. But when you use their method of way of growing food, that is what it's soil. Even compost itself is a black gold, they just call it also. Yeah, it's a very nutritious manure. And you can use a compost, they use compost tea, they use warm casting, all these things like that to help out the plants thrive and have nutrients in them at the end of the day. So yeah, so I would like to share this thing, but it don't look like if I'm going to share that at all. And not at all. I know what's going on with this. Let me try it again. Yeah. So everybody doing on this Earth Day. Body loving the time. Yeah, bless up boss. Bless my brethren. Yeah, man, I have to talk to them. Because it's over and about now. I mean, using too much of chemical in the gardening practices, man. And I think the government and all have a big play in that also too. Although SciUp and other people who climate smart people, them doing a good job also by trying to educate the people on ways of doing it. But they're still implementing other things, and people themselves using other things. So farmers, Grenadian farmers, step in the composting, try natural pesticides and herbicides. Well, I shouldn't say herbicide because you can use back the herbs to make back your compost. You know, even you can make teas, herbal teas to fertilize the plants too, from the same herbs that you're getting rid of in the land. Yeah, you can use these things. We have neem in Grenada in abundant. Neem is a number one plant to help with pesticides. It's a number one plant to deal with the pesticides. So that is something we people should be stepping into big time, producing these kind of pesticides to help out our farmers. I wanted to do a pesticide business also, but it's the money and the support I have. As now no, I ain't born with no gold spoon in my house. You know, like a poor boy that here. Not poor literally, but poor financially. I'm rich with things to eat, places to go, people to be around. That is my riches, living life. My riches don't really dey on financial gains. Although if it come, but I will using it in ways to help out the future, to make things more progressful in terms of people living longer, the earth being more secure, get rid of the climate change that we're facing right now with better agricultural practices. Wow. This thing not playing at all, so I have to give up on it. Yeah, the Korean natural farming is something that I like for y'all to even see the type of things they do. with it, and the things that they use, and everything that they use in that KNF, everything they use, we could get it local. Everything that they use, we get it local. So there's no excuse for we not to practice these kind of way and forget about the artificial fertilizer and manures. Yeah, man, happy your day to everybody, man. Yeah, I'm agreeing. Yeah, no political affiliations though. Representing the green grass and the herbs. That is what I representing. So I'm not affiliated with no political, I should call them politicians. I'm not I'm not onto that. So probably probably let's try it over again. Let me see. Um Work for the eye. This computer very slow. Yeah, let me getting boring about I only talking about the computer getting slow. And we didn't talk about the ganja yet. We gotta talk about the cannabis for sure. Well, nothing don't really coming up, so I'll go just leave that alone. Calling to Kit Mitchell. Don't go there. Yeah. So, well, we on to the ganja talk now. We have to really talk about this thing going on in Grenada here. What what is really going on in Grenada in terms of this cannabis movement? Just watching a news clip saying today was the last day for the consultation for the act that they want to implement. But I would like to say, really and truly, I don't find this consultation thing was done fairly, and people itself don't really know about that. That is how I see it. People really don't know about what's coming in this bill. For as I see, they have 8 different sections in that bill. Mostly proclaiming to religious rights and the right for individual to use five five trees and 28 grams for possession. And for Rasta now you could have the same amount, and I think maybe they could grow. I don't think they give a number of how much they could grow in the place of worship. That is the things that they really talking about. Yeah, but I find they really come to the public about the steps that they take in place and how it go affect we people. Because that 5 trees that they're talking about, that can't work. That can't work at all. I always seen it. That can't work. Because for instance, cannabis is like two plants itself. When you put one seed in the ground, the potential is that I grow a male or a female. No, a male or a female. So if I put out 5 seeds, and the 5 seeds that I put out is only male, well, that means it's only boil I could boil that. And drink that, or put some in my compost, or just help out the soil itself from toxins, because cannabis is just like sea moss. It does absorb and take out chemical and radiation from the soil. And that's something that they should be talking about also too, because they're not informing us about what's really going on in this bill. I think they should be telling us about and explaining consultations with who. We have a live stream, we don't have a conference that take place to say, well, people can interact and people can ask questions and put implementations in the consultations, because they only consulting people who are name, I should say, because I don't reach no consultation as yet. And I always talking about cannabis, always pushing the cannabis. You know? So I don't know. Anybody out there know or read the bill itself, the act that they implemented? Today is the last of the consultations, I say. So anybody read the bill before? Anybody? Just give a shout out. See, yeah, up. Give you idea about what you find in the album. In the I say the album. In what you find inside the bill itself. Yeah, sorry for that. You know? Tell me, nobody. Well, to me, is nothing benefiting nobody. At the end of the day, people will still end up going to jail because 5 plants itself enough. That is not adding up. It can't happen in that way. To me, they have to have, calling to my virgin Chucky on Simon News, what he was that, and he was saying 100 plants. I could say that too, yeah, 100 plants, 50 plants, yeah, somewhere around there, 150 too. Because we is a tree could grow just from a seed. It's something normal. Everything grows in Grenada. The only thing that ain't growing is people's salary. That is the only thing that ain't growing. So people should make their voice be heard about that, and the government itself, whoever dealing with that, Mr. David, I figure out to talk to you soon too. Because what I seen in that bill, they don't giving us no motivation, no insight about what going on. Because although y'all say that is the first step, and that is only with the religious rights and trying to prevent people from going to jail, but that will cause a lot of people to go to jail still. Because 5 plants, 28 grams, nah, half ounce, they just call that 28 grams. Oh yeah, about half ounce. About half ounce. Yeah, that can make it, man. That can make it at all. We need to give us more, man, government. And next thing, the government didn't come and apologize to the Rastafari community and even people who was brutalized by, by the elements of Babylon itself that lick up the people for a couple of years. Well, all back to slavery, you know. All in come and apologize to the Rasta man. Come on, man. Come on, apologize to Rasta man publicly, like the guy in Antigua. To do that. You need to do that really and truly. Well, blessings, man. So that is mostly what I really come to say. Not much. I just come to say what I find the government should be doing in terms of this weed thing. This weed thing need to go for the people and not for no big corporation with big money. That is what's supposed to be going on. Give the local farmers the privilege to get the real benefit from that, and even the people who was brutalized after all these years, especially the Rastaman them, you know, give us the opportunity. Guys want to, police box me down. Yeah, police box me that time I used to go. I finished school. Yeah, police give me 1 box because of one giant. 1 box, eh? Everybody look around, but today that same police officer, I pity him because I don't know grudges and thing. He do any work, that what they just say. Not on the out again. Not in the land of living again. And two, the same cannabis itself could have helped out a man because, as far as I hear, is cancer he died from. I know what cancer, but he died from cancer also. He's a well-known officer. Most people will know him. He died from cancer. He liked to put hand on people. At them time they was small, going to school. Them time they for one little joint. Just come out and pay for my exams. Secondary school, come out and pay for my exams and just lingered a little too long on the block. And here comes Boy Blue. Boy Blue slap me. Whap. Whap, whap, whap. Tell me in the van, man. Tie him up with my scarf and tell me in the van. Yeah, so really and truly, he in there wrong now to really even see what happening now. People right now smoking weed, planting weed now. I don't know how you go feel after all them people is slap, slam down, rags up, and do all them things to them people. And he ain't have no life right now. And the same thing that he used to be beating up people for, and running down people with vehicle and all kind of thing for. The same thing could have healed him. Could have healed his cancer. Like, cannabis could help with cancer big time. This is a fact. And they used to beat more big time for that. All in the station. All in the station, All in the station. Them guys and them handle him in a kind of way. Yeah, so, blessings to everybody. I'll figure out come out from the live, because I don't talk my mind already. See what to say. The Korean natural farming video do play, so, And with me now, I like to talk my Creole language. I don't do up on no fancy dancy thing. Me don't do up on no kind of up class kind of thing. I use in my Creole language. That is what I know, and that is what I deal with. The Jamaican and them just deal with their Creole language, and who like it more than them? The whole world like it more than them. The whole world. So, leave me with my Creole language. That is what I know. That is what I will speak. Because I'm from Grenada, and Grenada English I go speak. Because if you go in America, they speak a English. If you go England, they speak a different English. So if you go Australia, different again. Say no. Don't blame me. Blame the language. So people, blessings, good night. It was a kind of like a fun time doing this with y'all, but I have to go right now. Duty calls. I would like to for y'all to see that Korean natural farming video. So y'all could see how we could use natural resources in order to fertilize our plants and keep things going. Even with the pesticides too. Using natural things, the neem, they talk about the ladybug, the Ministry of Agriculture put out a couple of ladybugs out to kill the protein scale insect, and that is a plus for them. I agree with that. So bless up, good night everybody, and stay tuned for our next live soon, maybe every month or every other month. I will do a little thing just for just to enlighten the people on what we should be doing in Grenada, because we can do it. We have all the resources around us. We have everything, everything, everything. We have it. So make a compost bin today. Like and share this video here. I have a YouTube channel called KTS 473 TV. Y'all could subscribe and like to that. I have a next channel called Rolling 473 on YouTube. You could check that out too. On Facebook, Rolling 473. You could check me out, Cameron George, aka Cannabinoid Doctor. That's me. So blessings, Rastafari live. Blessings to everybody that listen. Yeah. Good night to everybody. I'm going to live now. Blessings.